What is going on, guys? It has been a while since we have gone live. I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to show up to this. This was very last second, but yeah, I'm live, and this is just kind of to talk about 1 million views, which was a little while ago. I've been meaning to get to this. I've been meaning to just, I don't know, go live and talk to you all, and it's been a trip. It's been busy, lots going on in life, but we're here and we're gonna get it done. So give me one moment while I just kind of wait for some people to show up, and then we can talk. All right. I hope everybody is doing well. All right. I'm just gonna kind of ping the Discord server real quick. Like I said, very last second. All right, and done. Cool. All right, coming over to StreamYard. What's up, Shad? What is up, Pete? And to anybody watching, if you want to come on, I mean, hey, we'll ignore all the bots I created. Yeah, that's funny, Pete. Funny. If you want to come on, just let me know, and I'll shoot you a link. More than willing to make this collaborative effort. One of the things I've been planning on doing is I put out a short. Probably, I don't know, 2 days ago. Time is an illusion. What's up, Derek? Author of the Voidwalker collection, and I put out a short saying, hey, what if happens if I like rearrange my shells to be read versus unread? So I might do that. That's definitely something I've been kicking around. It's going to look weird and crazy, and it's going to drive me nuts. But there could be some shelf rearranging here. So if you want to hop on, Pete, let me know. Yeah, no, I'm actually thinking about it. I've really been considering it. At least I might leave my Stephen King shelf alone, and then just like do everything that's behind me, and make that read versus unread. Get rid of all of my front facers. See how much room I actually have on the shelf. That's been something I've been kind of considering and kicking around. I don't know. It sounds fun, so that could be potentially something that I do. I was going to go live earlier today, but I had to cut the grass. I hadn't cut the grass in like 3 or 4 weeks because it's been hot or rainy, but it hasn't been both at the same time. So like, it didn't generate a whole bunch of lawn clippings, but at the same time, like it still needed to be done because reasons. But what's everybody reading? What's everybody doing? How are you doing? Oh, is Joanna on a Y read right now? Joanna is amazing. So yeah, I could definitely understand going over and watching that. Let me see, who's she talking to? Because that could be awesome. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna get Pete on here as well. So we're gonna go settings. Nope, wait. Invite. There we go. We're gonna copy. Let's get. Oh yeah, that's right. Tom Orange was today. Like I said, very last minute. I just do things. If I let myself think about it too much, it's just going to be pure chaos. Bring it on, PD. All right. All right. So I've just shot Pete an invite. Tom Orange. Tom Orange is somebody that I've been kind of tangentially aware of. I haven't watched a whole lot of his content, but I believe I am subscribed to his channel. Let me make sure. Let's just pull up Tom Orange. Why not? This is a live stream. We don't have to do any particular rules. Let's go to your channel and search for Tom Orange. Tom Orange. It says I'm not subscribed. What bullcrap is this? Okay, well, that's been fixed. It's like 90%. Yeah, we like a lot of the same stuff. I'm looking at Janie Wirt's Grand Conspiracy, Wheel of Time, Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, no. Subscription. Cool. Fixed. All right. Anyway. Is he going to teach me how to make book stacks? Who, Pete? Probably. He's probably here to show the rookie how it's done, because Pete is the master of the book Tetris, if you will. Do you like thriller books, Tom Ripley? Rose, I am actually starting to get into a lot of what's up, Pete?
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for hopping on and chatting with me. It's been a
You're
minute, bud.
welcome. Yeah.
I haven't been doing a lot of live streams lately. I've been taking a step back.
Oh
But
no. The dark side of BookTube? What?
yeah, right? What's up, Theo? I actually missed your live show because we were looking at a house, and it was just right in that period for your live stream with Mike. Mike just appeared on Theo's channel today, and if you're not subscribed to Rekindled Reader, I don't know what you're doing. You're doing it wrong, though. Same with Pete from the Ponderings of Pete. If you're not subscribed, you're doing it wrong.
Me, the person who's not posting that many videos at all, talking about taking a step back? What?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, so like I've been trying to do less shorts because like every day I don't have a regular post. I do shorts, and it's gotten to be a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I can imagine that'd be a lot, like mentally just trying to figure out what you should do every day for a short.
Just constantly coming up with like shorts. Yeah. Theo, if you want to hop on, I'll shoot you a link, bud. You let me know. But I know you just did 2 hours with Mike, so I don't know if you're quite in the mood to be in front of the camera even more. Your social battery may be spent.
It's true. Yeah.
But,
so you're thinking about getting. You guys are thinking about getting a new house?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a move of necessity just because the family needs changed.
Yeah.
And instead of subjecting ourselves to a home renovation project, where the entire downstairs gets torn apart, which I know can be very hard on families and people with kids and relationships like that, it's just easier to go find and buy a house that meets the needs.
Yeah.
This house was perfect, except it was like 20 minutes away. No, it was like 35 minutes away, one way from our son's autism center.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, we're just like, we can't do an hour a day. Like it would be a good house. It would still need some work, but just couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So
your son got, I don't think I've heard that your son got diagnosed with autism.
Yeah. That was probably June of last year. No, June of this year, April of this year. Time is an illusion.
It's true. I am so sorry. I'm not sorry for son having autism. Sorry that I missed that completely.
That's fine. It's just we noticed some like early developmental speech kind of stuff that wasn't happening the way it should, and we just didn't have the tools to figure it out, and so we sought a diagnosis. They did diagnose, and now he's making fantastic progress. He's catching up really quickly, so we're very happy about that. Yeah, no, he's a good kid. He's a great kid.
Yeah, and you guys, getting that early so you can help him out, and that's great.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Let me turn up my speakers because apparently for some reason I've got them turned all the way down.
It's also possible it's my mic. I've been known for having too low of a mic.
Oh no! As soon as I put it to like 50, like right smack dab in the middle, you're crystal clear. So it's definitely my computer.
So you're saying I shouldn't start yelling at you?
Oh, you know what? Like I think you should, but not for the reasons that we're going to discuss on BookTube.
Okay, we can do that on stream.
And we take a turn into the Unhinged.
Of course.
Let me see if I can't wrangle like Tori or some stuff because that would be fun.
Tori's out of town.
Oh, is she?
Well, out of town. She's not in a town at all, actually. So I doubt, because I heard there were some pictures in her Discord about her, like she's going on a camping trip.
Oh yeah, well then obviously she can't.
I mean, in the woods. I don't know if she has a hot spot for
that. She might.
Who knows? She probably wouldn't want to. She's hanging out with her kids. Leave her alone.
That's fine. I mean, it's just whatever.
I mean, we're only doing it to see a glimpse of Ben, so it's fine.
You know what? I work with Ben, so I get to talk to Ben all the time.
Spoiled.
Yep.
It's true.
Let's see. I'm just throwing a bunch of people. I'm just saying, hey, if you want to hang out and just throwing links at people.
Yeah, I understand. I do the same thing sometimes, occasionally, every once in a while.
Yeah, why not? Let's just get let's get as unhinged as we can.
Like 12 people on here.
I mean, I'm at the basic, so I've only got like 6.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm not on the pro StreamYard anymore.
Oh, no.
All right, I've thrown out some links. We'll see what happens. I even invited Evie so she could come yell at me because a live stream just isn't complete if I'm not getting yelled at by Evie.
Yeah, Bengus is on Assassin's Quest right now. Bengus Khan.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
speak of Tori and she appears.
exactly.
Tori, we heard you're camping. Otherwise, I would totally invite you on. But I mean, hey, if you're tired of spending like great quality time with your kids, feel free to just hop on from the woods. That'd be great. If not, then enjoy that quality time because it is special.
Indeed.
Monty. Thank you. Yeah, I hit 1 million. It was probably a month ago. And like the whole time I've been like, I need to do a live stream. I need to do a live stream. I should do a live stream, guys. Busy.
Of course.
And then like we got back from looking at the house. Well, like I was gonna do it this morning. And I was like, I should cut the grass. So I cut the grass instead because, you know, responsibilities and stuff like that. And then we went and looked at a house and I got back and it's like nap time for the kids. And I was just like, you know what? Let's do it now. Why not?
Yeah.
Got 20. Thank you. So what? Got to break in from work to say congrats. Oh, are you working on a Saturday, John? I did shoot a link at John. I was just like, hey, if you want to. Was I sending StreamYard links? I was sending StreamYard links. Cool.
You were.
I threw one at Andrew D. Meredith. I threw one at Theo. I threw one at Evie. Who else can I throw one at? Just randomly throwing links at people.
I would say Anitha, but I think she's still in India.
Oh, is she in India right now?
Yeah, she's in there until like the end of September or something like that. So she's having fun with her family. Why would you work every Saturday? I mean, that's just me. I'm my generation. What?
Dude, I work almost every. That's right. So you get, I think he gets Wednesdays off, and so like he's got a staggered work week. So I did, Tori. I did.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna get to see Ben.
Oh, what we're really after, right? Oh wait, no wait. I think I didn't because you told me she was out. So
yeah,
hold on.
I thought she was out in the woods. She might still be out in the woods. Who knows?
There we go. Fixed. Corrected. Let's see. Who else can I unhinged? I've already spent like 3 hours talking to Nico today, so I can't get him.
Dang.
I don't know. Let's just make the. Ooh, I see Matt on Books is still awake. Why not?
Everybody. Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Okay. I've sent enough. Okay. So.
Probably.
You are the Tetris master.
A little bit.
Yeah, I need to start organizing stuff into read and unread. But I am paying attention. Also, like, you guys can ask me anything.
Anything?
Yeah, anything. I'll answer it. You may not want to know the answer, but I'll answer it.
It's a Saturday. My brain's not working very well. It's not designed to work when I should be sleeping. Maybe, I don't know.
My brain never ever works, Pete. I'm thinking behind what? Okay, let's take a poll of the 14 people here watching. Should behind me be unread or read? Because this is my. I mean, this is what you see in camera when I record videos.
What if you end up having a book on there that is just absolutely terrible and just is sitting there for like 6 months and you don't know it's terrible, and then you read it and you're like, wow, people are going to think, never mind. I'm way overthinking that.
Unread. That's okay. So Doug says, unread is aspirational. Twainy says read. Shad says read. So far we're 2-1. and Pete says red. So we're 3-1. I have to go pee. Don't say anything funny until I get back.
Something funny.
That was a comment, by the way. Which was in itself incredibly funny. So it looks like we're trending towards red, because I would also vote red. So that means...
What about the blue books, though?
Say what?
What about the blue books, though?
What blue books?
Well, you're gonna put the red ones behind you.
Yeah. I'm confused. I feel like I've missed something.
You're gonna put the red ones behind you. What are you gonna do with the blue ones?
Oh, I hate you so much. Rude, sir. Rude. All right. So we're going to start with this shelf. Although I am currently reading this one, but right now it is unread. Oh, gosh. Okay. I need to move. I need to just get rid of the chair. And then people will see
the chair.
I have a torso and legs.
Oh, you have legs confirmed?
I confirmed. I even have feet.
Oh, no. Don't put those on the internet.
Oh, let me just take my shoes off.
Oh, God. He's
it smells 10 times worse in here already. All right.
Is that a frying pan?
Yeah, that's my Wandering In frying pan, man.
Oh, snap. I didn't know Wandering In sold frying pans.
Yeah, it's a display piece. Let me...
That's wild. Jeez. I would hope it works, but it probably doesn't.
So they sell two different ones. They sell a display. This one's the display. And then they sell a seasoned one that you can use. Nice. So this one's unseasoned.
Doug doesn't believe that you have legs and feet. He thinks the lower half of you is cleverly AI generated.
Listen, I am terrible at putting prompts into AI, so I disagree. But
look, video AI.
What up, John? All right. Hi, Andrew. I'm at work, and I'd be here. Man. All right. Well, you will be missed. Camping Tori. Yes. There's Camping Tori.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Look at those aviators.
Yeah. How's it going?
Well, you're just looking 10 times cooler than I feel, so I'm just uncomfortable with this whole situation.
I'm out in nature, wizard.
What is that?
Touching the grass.
I know, right?
You're out there touching grass like a good
what is the
person?
Outdoors?
Gross. Disgusting.
We just went on a really long hike that we weren't supposed, it wasn't supposed to be that long, but there was a trail that we thought was the marked trail on the map. And apparently it's not. It's a fire trail. And we legit were, I don't know where we were, but we were on some private property at one point and out on a road. And we were like, wow, this is, and then we went up to the ranger station when we got back. And I was like, so you guys might want to put a sign that's like, this is not a trail or something, because it was not clear. She's like, well, all of our trails are clearly marked on the map. And I was like,
clearly not.
We just went on we were in somebody's wilderness. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So on the first shelf, that's everything that's red.
Wow.
So, oh, by the way, we have another one, wizard.
Well
yes, done. Yes, Matt. What's up,
hey.
Matt? I randomly just started shooting out links to people, and I was like,
I figured it wasn't personal.
Matt on Books is awesome.
Wasn't just about calling me. In all the riffraff over here.
Yeah, anyone can join. Whatever.
How you doing, Matt? I've missed you.
Oh man, right now I'm doing crap. I'm waiting for my slight overdose of ibuprofen to kick in. My gout is back. Hashtag old man problems. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm at the age now where I can't stand up without making dad noises.
Yeah, no, I've been practicing that since I was about 30, just to get into it.
Yeah.
But Yeah, now I really have to. And the cool thing about the gout this time, all the time I've had gout, it's always been in one of my big toes. This time it exploded in both of my big toes, and then the next day it moved to my knee.
Ugh.
So I basically spent the weekend so far trying not to bend my leg,
Yuck.
which is a lot harder than you think.
I can offer a hacksaw. That's all I can do for you.
I just overdosed on ibuprofen. I take way too much ibuprofen, and that helps a fair bit. Doesn't make it go away, but it makes it more bearable.
Oh, I have read that.
Congratulations, Wiz.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm also currently doing a terrible thing and rearranging my shelves.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Well,
Crazy person.
I have this thing called self-loathing.
Okay. That I understand.
That makes sense. This checks out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't actually like myself all that much.
I actually have an IKEA shelf still in the box in my bedroom. And as soon as I put that together, I'm going to need to reorganize as well.
Well, you'll have to do a live stream, Matt.
It'd be either very funny or extremely difficult because the new shelf goes in my bedroom, which is back there, and the existing shelves are in the living room, which is over there.
So the solution requires a little bit more setup. You need one of those fancy tracks that they use in filmmaking, and just have it follow.
Have a dolly that goes all the way through my flat.
You'll just install it into the floor permanently, and it's your new setup.
I was just thinking a laptop that's not plugged in would also work. Be shakier. Wouldn't be nearly as cool as your suggestion. But
let's get rid of this wallet.
Wouldn't cost you a amount of money.
Yeah, exactly. Am I seriously a booktuber or what? Like,
if you're not dropping millions of dollars on your
I mean, I'm gonna install the track on my ceiling and build a little remote control for it, so I can say like living room, bedroom, switch back and forth, and
make what looks like drone shots for your intros and your B-roll.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's
I've
we're all
really
missing is drone shots.
Yeah,
I've really wanted to get like a really small drone with a GoPro and fly it around in my flat. It's a horrible idea, but
I love this.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
It'd be cool.
It would be.
I should have a drone out here. We've got some great views.
That would be cool.
Exactly. Where's your B-roll footage, Tori, for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
I will take some for my thank you for reminding me, actually, Pete. I'm doing a vlog right now. I should probably film some footage.
You just need to go for a walk and hold your phone up until the battery runs out.
Yeah.
And then you'll have
my
tons.
video's like 3 hours long.
Fitz cameo.
Yeah.
She's happy. She got more space.
Go over here. Why not?
I was in Ireland, was it 2 years ago now? I tried doing like a vlog with some B-roll footage, but it was all terrible. And I'm like,
I am the worst at vlogging. I'm absolutely awful at it.
I understand.
Last time I tried it, I was trying to vlog rereading Lord of the Rings, and I got to the Two Towers, and because I had sort of set it up, my plan was read a chapter, record something, read a chapter, record something. I was either pissed off that I was constantly interrupting my reading flow, or I was ignoring recording and then thinking, oh, what was 5 chapters ago? Damn. And it was just such a pain in the ass. I never finished it.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what I try to do when I'm vlogging books is
I will finish this.
Did you see Wiz the new Folio Society?
I did. I'm actually contemplating getting rid of my folio of Dune.
Oh, okay.
Well, because it's going to be, in order to complete that set, it's like $240.
Oof.
Kind of, yeah.
And the shipping to the States, it'll be an additional 20.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm looking at $300 just to get Messiah and and Children, and it pains me to not have the completed set. And luckily, I've got this Ace Books.
Those are sweet too. Yeah,
absolutely. I've already got these,
and so I've been much more affordable.
Yeah, I've been kicking around the idea of possibly sending my Dune folio to Evie. Don't tell her.
We won't.
She'll never watch this.
Yeah, no. She'll never know. It'll just show up one day and then she'll have an aneurysm.
That would be a very cool way of paying back Evie, who's been.
I've got this book and I don't know where it came from.
Send it to
Unhaul it.
Evie.
Unhaul it.
Send it to Evie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think I could eat this like a salad and get some roughage in my diet?
It is
I don't
pretty
know.
rough
I
in
hear
places.
It's pretty painful.
Yeah.
I'd
It's
really
got a
have
lot of
to-
sharp bits in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who this
And
Tory person
sand.
is, but oh, I just saw the dedication to the Merediths. I love that.
Oh,
I forget things.
Yep. They
it's
were
a good book.
they were a big reason that book got finished. So
This one's also cool. Really cool.
Also
Not enough people
excellent.
read that.
I'll be right back.
Don't you
If I
threaten
can
me
walk.
with a good time. All right, I've read these. I wonder if I can just leave stuff where it's at and just start peeling. You know what? I really should put these on the floor.
hey Wizard, guess what I brought camping with me to read?
Iron Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really liking it so far.
It's so good. Like
It's very it's like there's some pieces that are like, oh yeah, I've been here, done that. But I really like the way that it's being told, and the characters are actually like interesting, which is always fun. So
Which book?
yeah. How far are you in?
Warformed Iron Prince, like 8%, but it's like a 1,000-page book. So that one.
Uh-huh.
It's so incredibly good.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
pretty
like
good so far.
it looks like it's based on a video game.
It's not though.
It's
Okay.
a progression.
It's
okay.
a progression.
So it
Yeah.
is basically a video game
But
literature.
it's pretty I mean the progression is like not
It's more Interstellar War, where this young man
Yeah.
has made it into a prestigious battle school,
Okay.
and they're training warriors. So but like he's got like the book starts. He's got like a bone disease, and he gets like bony growth that like shoot it. Like he's undergone like 200 different surgical procedures, and it's just like a constant thing. And
Can he
have
shoot
these
bony
things-
claws out of his knuckles?
No, nothing
disappointed.
is as useful as that.
All right.
It's like stunted his growth, so he's smaller than everybody. He basically passes the test to get into the school by the skin of his teeth, and gets assigned a terrible combat assistant device, except for one catch. And then you kind of get to see him just explode, and it's
Okay.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things I have had an issue with some of the progression fantasies that I've started, or the lit RPGs, is it feels like the characters are just sort of vehicles for the progression system. This one does not feel like that, which I appreciate.
Okay.
I have almost zero experience in the genre. I've talked to Brian a lot about it. Everybody was going Dungeon Crawler Carl, Dungeon Crawler Carl, Dungeon Crawler Carl. So I was like, okay, that's probably a good place to try the whole lit RPG thing out. Yeah, and I did it on audio, and it was well narrated, I thought, but I got about a third of the way through it, and I was like, why would I listen to this and not just play a video game? There are so many video games I'd like to play. This is someone describing a video game to me, which is less fun than playing a video game. So I just stopped.
I
Couldn't get into it.
That's me.
probably lit RPG isn't for you then, but progression is different than lit RPG.
Yeah. I get that. Although I think what progression would do for me is make me think, why don't I sit down at a table with my friends and play a role-playing game
Yeah, that's true.
instead of this? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old for it. Kids these days.
Oh god, this is gonna be a lot of work.
Hey, you could be rearranging things for like 8 hours. Done that before.
I mean,
I was gonna
luckily you
say-
hate yourself.
You just thought of this?
It
That was
never
like
occurred to
when
you
I
before
started-
starting.
When I did the video last year about taking off all of the books off my shelves that I had not read and leaving just the books that I had, and I took all the books off, and then that was when I realized that, oh, this is gonna be a lot of work. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, and now I have to put them all back on.
Please.
That's
I mean,
actually my
luckily, everything that you see in frame currently, I've read.
okay. That's actually
I
my kind of
mean-
strange organization principle is
Not
I
to
have,
brag or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Just like humble flex. I'm putting all of my unread books on a shelf or multiple shelves together. I'm putting all my read books on a different shelf or shelves. And then weirdly, the exception is short stories because I've started collecting a lot of short story books.
Same.
For some reason, I want them together, whether I've read them or not. So
I
I'm
have
going to have a
also
section
started
somewhere
doing
that's
that.
just like 1.5 meters of short stories.
Nice.
Shad has a good point. You could just read all your books and then all your shelves could be read shelves. He obviously doesn't
I don't
understand
have
that.
room for you in my life.
I'm muted. Brilliant
Yeah,
idea.
you're muted. Yeah, that's smart, Shad, or smart ass, I would say, actually.
Being
I
a
don't
little
have room
facetious.
for common
It's
sense
just
in my
not
life.
reality.
Well,
Like-
my other problem is if I don't enjoy a book that I'm reading, I unhaul it almost immediately. So like, you know, there's a ton of books that I've read that aren't on my
Yeah.
shelves because I don't want to keep them.
This might be the only way that Robin Hobb gets in frame because it's been off frame for a while.
Robin
wanna-
Hobb should be in frame, I think.
Yeah. You gotta put Robin Hobb in frame.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
Robin Hobb is in timeout on my shelves right now.
fair enough.
So you-
I actually thought of you today, Camping Tory.
Yeah.
Or your recent video. This morning, I finished Stone of Farewell, the second book in
Okay.
Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn. And there is a really interesting, I won't call it sexual assault exactly scene, but questionable sex scene, put it that way.
Sure.
Where afterwards I was left thinking, was that rape?
Mm.
And it definitely wasn't physical rape. Like there was no
Sure.
restraining, there was no resisting or anything like that. But you're in the woman's head and she's confused. She's very confused. She's not drugged or anything, but she's emotionally confused. And she doesn't feel attacked or anything afterwards, but she feels very conflicted about it.
Right.
And I thought, I mean, on the one hand, I kept thinking, like you were talking about in your video, like, was that necessary? On the other hand, I thought, no, the scene in the book. I thought Tori's video is definitely necessary. But
Thanks.
a great video. That's what I was saying.
yeah, the scene. I mean, it did something interesting. It's the first maybe example of what I ended up calling essentially emotional rape
Mm.
and not really a physical rape that I've seen in fantasy books.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like it's really questionable and there's a lot of things, uncomfortable things going on. It is not a happy, enjoyable sex scene or anything. But it's
Right.
also not like a guy physically holding a woman down or something, you know.
Right.
Made me think a lot.
Yeah.
Made me think a lot.
I'm getting exercise.
Well, that was the goal of my video, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
appreciate
'cause
your
I think
video.
a lot of people just kind of skip over scenes like that and don't think about why is it here? What does it mean? What's actually happening? Like
Yeah.
in the bigger picture than just the actual incident.
Yeah, and I think he did. I think he did. It's an uncomfortable scene, which isn't necessarily
Sure.
a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think he did a good job with it. At the time, I was like, I don't know what I think about this, but I think he did a good job with it because, first of all, it's a quite young woman, like she's
Yeah.
16 or something, and still a bit fuzzy-headed like teenagers are, and she's got these sort of romantic ideals, and she's
Yeah.
being manipulated by an older guy,
Gross.
right?
More?
Yeah. and it's I'm interested to see where it goes from there. Like if there is any kind of treatment of the lasting impact of that, if she realizes how unpleasant it actually was.
Right.
That'll really decide me what kind of a scene it was in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Red-Eye Jedi.
definitely made me think, especially with your recent video.
Nice.
I don't need that front facing.
Hey, Wizard.
Yes. Hi, Ben.
There's Ben.
Hi.
Ben.
I feel like I talked to you yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
They only wanted me to come on screen so they could see you.
Oh,
I feel like the only thing you do, Ben, is read Book of the New Sun, because every time I mention Book of the New Sun, Tori says, my husband loves it.
It's because I'm trying to say something nice.
Yes.
That's my goal, is like, oh, I hate this book.
Say
I
something
hate
nice.
reading this author. But my husband enjoys it.
And we know that you think
So?
your husband is an intelligent person, so obviously
I do.
intelligent people read Gene Wolfe.
That's not Gene Wolfe, Andrew.
No, I don't have Gene Wolfe.
There is a wolf in it, though.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, listen, okay, I'm not smart enough to read Jane Wolfe, okay?
Same. I don't have the faintest clue what's going on.
See, the problem I have with that is it suggests that I'm smarter than you, and I know that that's not true. So
There are
You have
different types of
ADHD.
smarts.
I think actually the difference is I'm maybe more relaxed about what I expect a narrative to do.
I've articulated this before, but I think, like, if I look at the difference between, and I know they're very different before everybody's like, oh my gosh, in the comments, but like between Malazan and Book of the New Sun, or
Oh my gosh.
whatever, Gene Wolfe, like, I don't feel like Erickson's trying to make me recognize that I'm dumber than him. When I read Gene Wolfe, all that's in my head is like, this author wants me to feel like a moron. And he enjoys that.
Yeah, see, I never have a malicious feeling from Wolf. I try and enjoy with him how intelligent he is. I have the feeling he's enjoying being smart and putting in references to all sorts of shit and whatever. I don't think he's doing it in a malicious way to prove that you're dumber than he is. I don't have that feeling. But
I know I'm dumber than he is.
That's probably.
oh yeah, no,
nicer than
I'm
that.
absolutely. I don't know about that either. Although you are a Slytherin, so yeah,
I am.
probably. I'm totally a Gryffindor, so I probably am nicer than you are. That's
We
true.
shouldn't be friends, you know,
I'm a Ravenclaw.
honestly.
When you try and take over the universe, I will be forced to kill you. But other than
You
that,
could
we can be
try.
friends up until then.
Exactly.
Gryffindors always win.
We'll see about that.
It's canon. Anyway, yeah, Gene
Pete,
Wolfe
what are you- you're
is a
Ravenclaw, right?
challenge.
Ish. I'm
Ish.
Raven, Puff, Huffleclaw. Depends on the day.
Sure,
Yeah,
that's fair. I can see that.
that totally fits.
Hmm.
I think on my bad days, I'm a Hufflepuff.
On your
Like
bad days.
Yeah, on my best days, I'm a Gryffindor for sure.
All right, I'm watching.
What, when you're nice
Yeah.
to people? That's a bad day? That's what I heard you just say.
Yeah, but they're also kind of.
Or you just get lots of, you are healthy in that you. I don't know how to put this. I don't know how words work right now. You get a lot of good food when you're down, which can be a really good thing to get away from down. We'll go with that.
Yeah, that's true.
That
I
was
mean, Hufflepuffs are cozy for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, man, this
Cozy's
is a lot of work.
cozy's not bad.
Your coping mechanism is cozy.
Yeah, they're not gonna save the world or anything, but
My
They are
coping
cozy.
mechanism is sarcasm.
really,
Andrew, your coping mechanism is behind you.
yeah. You have a wall of cope right there.
You have a wall of coping mechanism.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, it could be
It could be worse.
drugs.
Yeah. When my mom comes over and she's like, "You have a lot of books," I'm like, "Could be drugs."
Yep.
I'm a grandpa horse who needs a break.
Books
I
are
could
better.
be out killing people.
I know. I'm a Slytherin. Just let me have my books.
You
It's
don't
the
want me to
safer
not have
option.
books.
Yeah.
You
Well,
all
I have
see
to
the
go
broken
do-
binding.
Yeah, I saw those. Maybe it's because they're too new, or I read them too recently. But the whole Sun Eater thing hasn't sunk deep enough in me that I feel like I must have the fancy editions.
I mean, I already have the originals, so I feel like I'm winning.
Yeah, that is actually like those are good enough. I would be happy with those covers. I've got the horrible UK covers, which all look the same with a color change, and they're awful. I must have the Malazan broken binding editions, but that's obvious.
I still haven't pulled the trigger on those, but I probably will at some point.
Yeah, I have no idea how they're doing as far as stock.
It's still on the website when I checked a few days ago.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would not pull a what was the other one? What was the other fancy?
Dandelion Dynasty.
No, the other Malazan edition.
Subterranean Press.
Yeah, Subpress, like they printed like 200 of each book or something ridiculous, and they sold out in like 5 minutes. Shad says they are sold out.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I am sad that if they are, but at the same time, I don't read hardcovers. So like,
And you're much better off not spending that money.
right. Like I
Like-
need to print books, not buy more.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
There will be more also.
Yeah, they're going to reprint them, I'm sure.
Reorganizing this is going to be a nightmare.
And that's the other downside of buying 10 very big books in hardcover.
I don't have space for those.
I already have like a meter or a meter and a half of Malazan on my shelf, and I'm just adding another.
I just
3/4 of a
finished this.
meter. And
I liked it. I liked the first third more because I really, despite the fact that Karsa is a terrible person, he was a compelling character to read, and then he got regulated to like a secondary role, and I wasn't anticipating this to be a sequel to book 2.
yeah,
And it was just like, the rest of the book was just.
there's a lot of that with there's a lot of that with, especially with the first 5 or 6 books.
You'll be refreshed next time though with Midnight Tides. It's completely on its own.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a sequel to anything. In fact, it all happens before all of the books.
I need to move.
It connects to a reference, but was the reference in House of Chains or was it Midnight Tides? Because I can't remember what happened during that whole Warren hopping sequence in Midnight
Troll.
Memories of Ice.
You mean
Troll.
Troll? Yeah, Troll is in. I think he's in Memories of Ice.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I can't separate them in my head by titles. I know exactly what you mean, but I have no idea exactly which book it's in. I think it's either Memories of Ice. It's got to be Memories of Ice or House of Chains. But yeah, there is a connection, but
chronologically, the connection is after the books, though, right?
The connection from the previous book is after chronologically Midnight Tides.
Yeah.
I've actually got them separated. I'm pretty sure.
House of Chains
my
is
God.
where he pops up.
House of Chains, yeah.
Everything that you see behind me, I have read. From that light to that light.
Nice.
I am stunned and impressed.
3 stacks.
If only because you have all of your shelves together. Like I have a shelf in my office, 2 shelves, 3 shelves in my living room, and 1 soon in my bedroom. just because my flat's a lot smaller than your house.
My wife doesn't like to read, and she doesn't like books all over the house. And so I get regulated to a single room.
I've got one word for you. Divorce.
No.
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 As long as she's happy with you having your room and putting up your shelves in there, that's acceptable, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I married a reader.
Yeah. It may be why I'm
That's why I
single.
would like to marry a reader.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I need to go do
High on my
camping
list.
mom things.
No,
All right.
don't do that. That sounds
I
reasonable.
do.
Spend time with your family.
I'm sorry. We're
At
having
least you're wearing
campfire
mirror
season
shades, so you're a
night.
You
cyberpunk.
act like you have like mom responsibilities or something.
I do.
Whatevs.
So, congratulations, Wiz. Have fun reorganizing your bookshelves and making us all feel like we're not far enough through our TBR.
I mean, I've got 4 shelves read and 3 shelves unread.
That's
Okay,
still
that makes
really
me-
impressive.
That makes me feel better. That's about the ratio I've got as well.
Yeah. I mean, I actually feel good to have it all visually laid out.
Yep. And as soon as you buy
That looks
another
nice.
30 book haul, you can redo it all again.
Listen, okay? That was unkind.
But true.
True. Yeah. I didn't say
It's
it
funny
wasn't true. I
because
said it
it's
was
true.
unkind.
All right,
Have
You-
fun, Tori.
boys,
Thanks
behave
for stopping
yourselves.
by.
Have fun.
See you, Tori. Enjoy nature.
Bye.
Woo!
Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a breather. I'm gonna pop a
Take a
squat. I'm
breather.
Do
gonna
it.
talk to people.
Do
This is
it.
my live stream. I can be here. Get some cold
Indeed.
cuts. Get some cold cuts.
Of course.
All right. In the middle of lunch. Okay. Fina might stop by. John's
I'm
working.
trying
as
based
we
on
saw
the blurry covers to figure out what your books are.
Oh, I can zoom in and do whatever you need.
No, there was a particular one up the top. You just actually adjusted the screen away from it, or the camera away from it, higher up.
Like
There's
that?
there's one that's faced, and it's got like a mountain on it further left.
Oh, that's a Silmarillion.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Silmarillion. I haven't read that yet, but I'm not messing with the top because that opens up another can of worms.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I'm
understand.
unwilling to open that can of worms.
Speaking of the Silmarillion, wait just a sec.
I
So
need
really, it's a
to
large can of worms.
organize based on size of book.
So
Take these.
yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure this is a UK edition. So you can be even more jealous.
Oh, that is so pretty.
And it's naked, doesn't have a dust jacket.
Love
It's
it.
just like
Is
a
that like
blue cloth.
Is it illustrated?
No, but it does have the black and red map in the front, which looks all black, I think, on my camera, but it's black and red. The like Tolkien originally wanted it. It's not illustrated, it's just the text. Nothing too special inside, but I just loved this cover with gold and silver foil with the 2
That looks
trees and the
great. Oh my
3
gosh.
Silmarils, and yeah.
I mean,
Sexy.
I feel about it too. Yeah, that's one we had a Prime Day here in the States.
Oh yeah.
A couple months ago, and it was like $18, and it's normally like
Oh,
40.
cool.
They had
Right.
the $200 one for like $70, and I almost
The one
jumped
with
on
the
that one.
slipcase and the window and
Slip case, the window, the leather, and I was just like, I'm never gonna read that. It's just gonna be a display piece.
that's part of the reason I got this one. Even though it's hardcover and gorgeous, it was 18 euros.
That's not bad. That's like what, $21, $22 American?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Depends on the year.
That's
Yeah, the day
honestly. depends on
bounces
the
around a
day.
lot.
If I move
And it's theoretically, like, even though I've already got 2 other editions of Silmarillion, I had to buy this one to motivate myself to try and read the Silmarillion again.
Oh, I'm
Well,
gonna
the
do
last-
the Andy
Last
Serkis.
time Oh right, yeah. I don't think I would want to. I don't know. I mean, I like the Andy Serkis Hobbit. I listened to that when I did a reread recently. But I think the Silmarillion, there's so many names and it's such a history kind of book. I don't know whether. I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea. But
I think if I were doing it, I'd try to do it both, just because, like, I don't know. I remember when I first read Silmarillion, which I barely remember anything. You know, being in like, I don't know, middle school or high school.
Yeah.
I had it. It took me like 2 or 3 years to get through it, like between other books and everything. So
I DNF'd it in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the edgy high school reader thing to do. Like, I'm gonna read the Silmarillion, and then you either DNF or just like
Don't read the Silmarillion, you idiot.
Yeah, right.
don't do it unless you really, really want to.
Yeah, I mean, get older first. Like you've got too much shit going on in your head when you're a teenager to try and read something like Silmarillion. No, I DNF'd it when I was a teen, and I think I've got sort of light Silmarillion trauma. So I've always I keep sort of going, I should read, and just sort of backing away from trying again.
Yeah, that I had that as well. I one of these days, it'll have to be like a big motivator to get me to read it. It doesn't help that I keep like getting more and more books that I really, really want.
That's what this is. That's why I bought this. I was like, if I have a beautiful edition like this, I will be tempted to read it. And it's an in-between beautiful edition. It's not a beautiful edition you're afraid to touch, and it's not a paperback. You know, it's like it's in between. It's gorgeous, but I don't mind handling it, and if it gets a bit scuffed, no big deal.
Yeah,
you know.
I think what would really motivate me was be able to engage with it with other people, like reading it with some people and be like having like routine. Hey, we're like part one of the way through. Let's sit down and talk about this.
Pete, let's make it happen.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Let's make it happen, Captain.
Split it apart. Be like, all right, cool. Let's see here. How many does it have parts or I know it has chapters, but does it have like clearly delineated parts?
I don't know about.
Do you have clearly delineated parts?
No, actually, my fingers blend together sometimes under the wrong light. It has nothing to do with the AI filters.
Okay.
It's mostly chapters. I mean, there are a couple of things that are sort of set apart, but they're kind of introductory material and sort of after the main stories material, and then the chapters are under the headline Quinta Silmarillion, and that's like from the creation of the world to the War of Wrath. Yeah.
Oh, he's stripping for us now.
Oh, damn.
Down to the shirt.
Oh,
we need some.
If only you had smell-o-vision right now.
So glad they haven't invented that
yet. Why not?
Oh, it would poison us probably.
Are you saying I smell bad?
No, I'm saying that whatever technology that they would to recreate smells would end up being cancerous because inevitably it would be.
Oh yeah, probably.
That's
and then
true.
People would try to like recreate secondhand smoke and stuff and some other stuff that's just like wouldn't be good for us anyways.
Yeah.
I feel like you could Ooh, that's an interesting like cyberpunk murder mystery, like murdered by smell-o-vision. Like if somebody created like a
murdered by smell-o-vision.
Yeah. Somebody figured out how to some
killing smell.
Yeah.
These
I'll
over.
smell you later. Anyways.
Ooh, perfect fit. Sorry, I've sorted by read to unread. Now I'm sorting by size.
Nice.
Size.
Sort by it fits here.
And author.
Size and author. Okay. Author first, though.
Wait.
As long as you're not sorting it by color, I still believe
Which one did I intend to grab?
That is pretty much the sure sign of a psychopath.
You're calling most of the outside booktube psychopath.
Yes.
Have I read
Sorting by
something?
color?
All of YA.
Oh, I
booktube
can't do the
sorts
people
by
who
color.
sort by color.
Normal people do not sort their books by color.
It's true. Normal people do not, unless you're on YA BookTube and you think it looks pretty. And I'm like, but like they're not near their friends.
No. Get out of here with that heresy.
Sorting by color. I mean,
wanna
it's
be
at
able to,
least sociopathic.
something along those lines.
Yeah, something pathic.
I mean, do we consider like if you're doing it because other people doing it sociopathic?
If your role models are sociopaths,
wait, so that means sociopathy or whatever is like
contagious.
yeah.
Yeah.
You heard
I
it here
think,
first.
yeah.
Oh, I haven't even looked over here. Ooh.
Chad says you hate YA BookTube confirmed. Yeah. I see. The thing is, I don't think I've ever actually looked at anything that could be called YA BookTube.
I'm
So
not sure I have either.
I was not aware of the color sorting trend.
I kind of started a little bit with YA BookTube when I first like started watching BookTube because you get like the Daniel Green recommendations and then there's some other popular ones that get sorted into it. And after I figured out they were reading books that I'm like, I don't know if I can find the books I like in here, I stopped. But like, it's just they have a very specific aesthetic. And then like occasionally there's also like a YA book, I say YA BookTube, but like there's other like they'll do like replies to other channels and stuff because like there is a remarkable amount of inter overlap that we don't necessarily see all the time in viewership.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll see people with some of those aesthetics like replying to people in our corner of BookTube and stuff like that.
Right.
And watch those videos.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm too old for anybody on YA BookTube to want to watch anything I do. Not that I do videos anymore anyway, but
hey, you still do the Sunday pubs, don't you?
I do pretty religiously do the Sunday pub. Yeah, that's true.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're out there.
Yeah, I mean, I
nap one day.
What's that?
I usually like after I get out of church, I'm like super tired and I'm like taking a nap or something, and then I just nap through the end of Sunday pub.
See, there you go. The problem is church makes you tired.
It doesn't help that I work there.
You work at church.
I do.
Are you a pastor?
No, I'm an accountant,
preacher / priest, whatever.
No.
Okay.
I'm not that.
Okay. Being an accountant at church doesn't surprise me too much. If you were a preacher, that would adjust my whole picture of you.
Nothing already?
Say what?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? I'm not speaking.
I'm not.
I don't even know how to speak.
Enough for that.
You know what?
I don't feel like I'm outgoing enough to be able to be that composed for teaching people for like an hour and a half hour time.
Yeah.
Like that takes a very special type of talk long time, and I'm not that.
But it is something you can learn.
Yeah.
I used to be when I was, man, this sounds like I'm a really old man. When I was your age, I was terrified of being on stage, standing in front of a crowd, speaking to an audience, all of that sort of stuff. And I had I had a terrifying accident where I helped organize a lady that I knew to speak at a conference that my company was hosting. And the guy organizing the conference fucked up and put her and me in a presentation slot together. And it was like on the website, it was printed on flyers, everything. So it was like, no, you have to go on stage with her. And I thought it would kill me. And then I did it. And afterwards, I was like, I talked no problem. And I think relatively intelligent about my subject. And people seemed to like it. And then I started speaking at conferences regularly and realized that I could actually do it and it wouldn't kill me.
It's almost like people like you.
What?
Maybe.
Mayhaps.
I did a fair amount of public speaking when I was like younger, in like in my teens and stuff like that. And I was fine then. Like I got over it. Like I had like all that jazz. But I'm definitely like out of practice with it, and it would take a lot, and I'd have to make sure I understand whatever topic I was going for and not be.
Don't get me wrong, Pete. I'm not trying to convince you to become a preacher.
I highly doubt I would become a
I
preacher.
am.
I'm a Buddhist, and I don't think I would ever try and convince anybody to become a preacher, unless it was something they really wanted.
Yeah,
and then I wouldn't have to convince them anyway. So it's a calling, I've heard.
Yes, it very much is. I have a friend who's a children's pastor, and it's very much his calling.
Yeah,
and that's a whole nother bag of worms.
Oh yeah, I used to teach Buddhism in another life. I used to travel all over the place and give lectures about meditation and karma and stuff like that, which was fun, but mostly because it meant meeting a lot of people and hopefully somebody got something out of it.
All of my books are on shelves. This is a hot mess, but this actually doesn't look half bad. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
40 minutes.
It's not that bad.
I don't have any front facers, but
you're a book sorting machine.
Yeah. Well, that's just what you would call OCD.
Also, yeah. I can relate.
Oh man. Oh hey, we got Nerd Level Rising. We got Jake in the chat. What's up, man? And then we got Andrew Watson. I'll catch my breath. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Andrew Watson. I like his channel.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever interacted with him at all. I doubt he watches my channel, but I've seen some of his videos and I like them a lot.
I read his first book. His first book was very decent. Good debut.
That's right. I remember him mentioning in one of his videos that he has that he's put out a book, or that he was working on a book at the time, or something like that.
Either book 2 just came out or has been out. Thanks, Shadia. Thank you. Yeah, it's been so it's funny. I'm at let me look at the actual number in terms of my views.
All of a sudden you're already at 2 million.
No, nowhere close to 2 million. But it's funny that 10% of my views come from one video.
Really?
Yeah.
Which video is it?
It's my top 3 Stephen King short.
Oh, okay.
I did a video on my Tolkien collection at some point a long time ago, year and a half ago. And when I look at my chart of my top 10 videos, the Tolkien collection is like this. The next one's like this. It's literally 6 or 7 times as much as the next closest video.
My Stephen King video is at 149,000.1 K views. 149,000. I made $14.54 off of it.
Getting rich the slowest possible way.
Exactly. And I granted, that's $14 since I posted it, and that was November 8th of 2022.
2 year.
It still does about 10,000 a month. Ridiculous.
My Tolkien video is 39.3K.
Okay, last 28 days. Here we go. Lifetime views, 1.1 million.
Nice.
Damn.
So I am 10%, and that 10% is my Stephen King video.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I wanted to do a reread of Lord of the Rings, and I did a vlog of Fellowship of the Ring. I did a vlog of Fellowship of the Ring.
Or a German and a man in Germany. There we go.
I am in Germany. Oh, actually, I'm not in Germany. I'm in Berlin.
Okay, you're in Berlin. Fina's from Germany.
And I lived in Berlin most of my life, so
there you go. Technically not Germany, as all the Germans outside of Berlin tell me every time I talk to them.
What's the difference?
It's like when I was in university, I was lucky enough to have my university pay for me to go to a nerdy conference in Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got there, and me and another guy were there, and we're sitting in the back of the taxi from the airport, and I said to him, "Oh, this is exciting. I don't think I've ever been to Texas before." And the taxi driver turned around and said, "Boy, you ain't in Texas, you in Austin."
Oh,
Basically the same thing.
it's Austin is Texas.
Yes, but
If you ask anybody not in Texas, in the U.S., Austin is in Texas.
right. But if you ask anybody in Texas who's not in Austin, they will not claim ownership of Austin. And if you ask anyone in Austin whether they're in Texas, they'll say, "Yeah, unfortunately." And Berlin's the same way. Berlin is nothing like pretty much all of
Aaron's
Germany.
awesome.
Then it must have changed. It was back then, it was fine. So I lived there till 12 years ago, I think,
Okay.
ish. And at that point, it was fine. It was more the whole East-West Germany conversation was still ongoing years
Oh,
after
that's
that. I think
that's
slowed down now.
pretty much gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be. I mean, there's still. I've got friends who are West Germans who live in Berlin, and they were telling me that they went to a party, and there were like everybody, typical normal party, lots of people having fun, drinking, whatever, talking. But there was a group of people standing over in the corner, sort of separate from everybody else. And they asked, who are those people? Why are they like, no one's talking to them? And they said, "Oh, they're Stasi kids." And that they were Eastern, the Stasi was the Eastern German during the communist regime, was the secret police. And they were spying on everybody, and very unpleasant organization. And these were kids of Stasi, like second, third generation since the war, but everybody knew, and nobody wanted anything to do with them. It was really weird. So there's still some of that hanging around in old Berlin.
I've always wanted to go to Germany.
Do it.
Yep.
I should.
I'll buy you a beer.
Okay.
Or two.
Yeah, more than one.
I would be sure to stop by and let you know I am in the area.
You can sleep on my sofa.
Oh, hey. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure we wouldn't get into any sort of trouble.
No, you can't get into any trouble in Berlin.
Fair enough.
Actually, you can get into more severe trouble in Berlin than anywhere I've been in the world. It's a wild city in places. It's a very wild city.
How you doing today, Fina?
I'm good. I pretended to be a grown-up. I did a lot of grown-up things. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh, what grown-up things did you do?
Well, cleaning the house and fixing the sink and fixing the HVAC and, those kind of things.
You did
Going
all that
outside,
today?
peopling, that kind of stuff.
You did all that today?
Well, I mean, it sounds more than it was. It was literally like rummaging around in the sink and cleaning it and switching the filter in the HVAC takes 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm picturing you like up to your elbows in the innards of your HVAC system,
no.
and like
You're
like under the sink with wrenches and.
No,
YouTube
you know how
videos
big the
inside.
spiders in California are that live in these areas, like that size without legs. I was like, nope, I'm good.
Listen, at least it's not Australia. At least
Yeah,
it's not
that's very true.
Australia. I always see videos of Australia and I just go, no.
Yeah, no.
I grew up in Australia, and I reassure Germans, like, you can't talk to a German for longer than about 5 minutes before they say, "Oh, you're Australian. Everything there wants to kill you." Or you have the 7 most venomous spiders in the world, or snakes, or jellyfish,
I
or
think
sharks.
that's a global thing. I mean, even here in the US,
It's very
everybody,
German.
the moment they hear that, it's like, oh yeah, spiders, venomous. Mhm.
The Germans, I can almost set my watch by it. It's really like every German I've ever met for the
I
first time
apologize for
mentions it.
the Germans.
for your entire nation.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I lived in Australia a very long time, and I saw one venomous snake by accident, and I've never seen a spider that could kill me.
Okay. There's a difference between kill you and being enormous.
Oh, well, yeah, like if you're just scared of spiders because they're larger than your hand, then you might not like Australia. Yeah.
Okay, see, there we go. We've gotten to the root
Yeah.
of the issue.
There was actually, this was hilarious. I was watching, a friend of mine was saying that Farscape is one of his favorite space opera shows.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Right.
Claudia Black.
And it was shot primarily in Australia. Like 75% of all the actors are Australian. You can hear the accents and everything. And there's this one episode in the first season where the main character, who is from Earth and gets thrown into a other galaxy somewhere through a wormhole, he manages to get back through the wormhole and he lands his ship in Sydney. And he's hiding out in a house in Sydney. And there's a shot. Somebody comes to the door and there's a shot of the door and you can see the wall around the door. And the guy opens the door. The person comes in. They stand in the doorway speaking for a minute. And the whole time there's a huntsman spider right above the door in the shot as big as your hand. And I'm like, yes, it's Sydney. Yes.
The representation you're looking for.
I was like, how could you be shooting that shot and not notice? It's this big and it's on a white wall and it's dark gray. Like, it was so obvious. Hilarious.
No,
yeah,
thank you.
that's Australia. You
I
just
love
get
Farscape.
used to like looking for them. You know,
Farscape, I feel, is one of those sci-fi shows that has gone, like, people have forgotten about it.
it's
and
also
It's sad.
it's also honestly it's a little harder to get into. Like if I said to anybody, hey, watch the first 2 episodes, the pilot of Firefly, they'd be into it after that. Like Firefly is super easy to get into. But you start a show where one of the main characters is a Muppet. The
I mean,
other
the Henson Company.
I know it was done by Jim Henson's son, and it, like, I don't know, it's just goofy enough to start with that it's kind of a bit of a hurdle, and then once you get over that hurdle, then you can get into the characters and story and all of that. But it's like one of the main characters is a Muppet who looks like a slug with eyebrows. Okay,
Buddy,
You're talking about Pilot?
no, Rigel.
That's right.
Pilot is also a Muppet. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's such a good show. It's so good.
I've gotten into it. I've gotten past the what the hell are all these Muppets doing flying a spaceship stage, and I'm into it. I'm enjoying it.
Are you so you're currently watching it?
I'm currently watching it. I am finishing season 1, I think, tonight,
Nice.
which is good because my friend who recommended it, he said, first season's really weak. It gets a lot better.
I mean, I both agree and disagree. It's funny because I watched it. I didn't watch it during syndication. I probably watched it in my early 20s, so over a decade ago. But I came back to it like 5 years ago, and I couldn't get past the aspect ratio that, like, for some reason I thought it was full screen, and it's not. And
I had also forgotten how
hard.
close to square old televisions were. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
and I was
four,
just like,
4 to 3 after you've been looking at 16 to 9 for years. 4 to 3 looked so strange.
Yeah, and it really threw me off, especially with a sci-fi show, because they've remastered Star Trek the original series to be the modern aspect ratio.
Yeah,
and it's not anymore.
Which is not necessarily a good thing, because all they do there is they blow it up.
Yeah, they zoom in and
they're chopping off top and bottom, which is not great. But
yeah, I know, but
you get used to it. I've been doing a project where there is all sorts of nerd culture that I missed when it was new. So I never watched Buffy, for example.
Oh, I actually prefer Angel.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, see,
I think the vampires look better in Angel than they did in Buffy.
Well, yeah, they look pretty crap in Buffy, so that's not hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't like Angel as a character when he was in Buffy, and then I saw
Oh, he's
that there was
crap in Buffy. He's
a
absolutely
spin-off, and I
garbage
was
in
like,
Buffy.
I don't know. I haven't watched Angel, but I have watched Buffy now. Not too long ago, a couple months ago, I did a whole Buffy binge, all of it. And in the first season, maybe the second season as well, it's also 4-3. And I was just like, what? Okay, that feels really weird. And then it went to 16-9. I don't know if that's remastered or whatever.
I don't know. Have you done Stargate yet?
No,
That has to be next.
I've got it on my list because I'm running a role-playing game soon called Scum and Villainy, which is not Star Wars, but it's Star Wars-ish space opera inspired by Star Wars and Firefly and Farscape and Guardians of the Galaxy and all that sort of stuff, where you play a crew of scoundrels.
Yeah.
And I'm getting all sorts of inspiration for that. So rewatched Firefly.
You should read. Have you read this?
Deathstalker. No, I haven't.
Okay. This would also be a great hint of inspiration for you.
Okay.
This is like 1950s sci-fi. So it's got like inspirations from Star Trek, but if you took like the universe of Firefly, not the crew, the universe of Firefly, mashed it with some of the crazy debauchery and the evil of the Firefly universe, and then mix that with Star Trek, the original series, and then throw in elements of like Stargate and Farscape, you get something like this. This is not taking itself seriously.
Okay.
This is pulpy, this is schlocky, and
Right.
it's so good.
Like 50s sci-fi.
Yeah, it's pulpy, it's schlocky. The villains are weird and just
Mustache twirling.
They're not mustache twirling because like when they do something villainous, you're like, that was messed up.
Okay.
So I don't know, it's really good. It says right here on the back, they're talking about the Empress.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's either the Empress or a name of a ship.
No,
good name for ship too.
That's the nickname for the Empress in this universe.
Okay.
It's really good. I just finished this one.
Yeah.
I would also recommend Final Architecture by Adrian Tchaikovsky if you haven't read that yet. That one, he's said, like, is pretty much it. One of his big influences was Farscape with like the composition of the crew and stuff.
Okay.
And it's Tchaikovsky, so he does a lot of stuff with just like alien characters, and alien societies. That is really fun.
Final Architecture is the name of the series.
Yes. Final Architecture, name of the series. Shards of Earth is the first one.
Shards of Earth. Okay. Haven't got that one. I'm going to meet him in 3 weeks.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's doing
Take all your books to get signed.
Yeah. No, I haven't. It's almost embarrassing. I've only read a novella by him. But I own 4 or 5 books that I want to get to soon. I won't tell him I haven't read them. Yeah. I saw that he was coming. My favorite, the awesomest fantasy sci-fi bookshop in Berlin, Otherland, is hosting a little reading by him, and it probably should be relatively intimate because he's an English author, so not necessarily a huge thing.
What's the reading of?
Oh, actually, I don't even know if it's a reading. Or if it's just an appearance. I'm not sure. Usually with an author, it's a reading, but
it could be a number of different. He's released a bunch of stuff. It's I'd say it's probably from his novella Saturation Point. If it's a reading,
he releases like 2 or 3 books a year.
Or Tchaikovsky?
Anything or 4, yeah.
At least.
But I'm only going to see him because I want to ask him if I can try and put a pencil behind each of his eyebrows.
You think you'd be cool with that?
It's a good test of his sense of humor.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm joking. I wouldn't have the balls.
He does have some wild eyebrows.
He's got some serious eyebrows.
He's got like legendary eyebrows of the author community.
My
But
ex
it's sci-fi then, right? If you look at all of these older classic sci-fi authors, they also have the eyebrows usually.
But he's got eyebrows like this, like they're real, like grow out and curl back, kind of crazy eyebrows. My ex father-in-law had eyebrows like that, and I did ask him once, drunk at Christmas, if I could do the pencils, and he thought it was hilarious, and we did. We put 2 pencils behind his eyebrows, and they stayed. And Tchaikovsky's got pretty much eyebrows just like him. Yeah.
Pete, you interviewed Tchaikovsky?
I did.
did.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a great interview.
Nice. I struggled to keep up with everything that happens on BookTube.
No,
It's
fine.
not possible.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Who is it? Read by Kyle is doing an interview with both him and Ken Liu at the same time.
Like together?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are they friends?
I don't know. I know Kyle just reached out to both of them. Like I know Kyle knows.
Kyle's gonna make them
Ken Liu.
friends.
Yeah, because he likes how both of them thinks and thinks they have a lot of great ideas, so he wants to get them.
So if they ever collab, we can thank Kyle.
Basically,
Exactly.
yeah.
They have to
Kyle made
dedicate the
this
book
happen.
to Kyle.
To Kyle.
To Kyle.
To Kyle and his booktube.
Yeah.
That would be wild. I don't think I've ever seen them co-author with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Outside of maybe anything sort of in short story collections for Ken Liu, it wasn't a collab though. Kyle said they have chatted before, according to Chadia.
Evie says she's not coming because she doesn't love us.
Okay.
Did you tell
Yeah,
her we
she
don't
did.
love her either?
She says she's babysitting her godkids in Maine. So
Yeah, whatever.
it's the same thing, though.
Same
Yeah.
difference.
If Tori could make it from the woods,
Exactly.
She
Exactly.
was middle of the woods.
Turned in from the wilderness. You better find a better excuse, Evie.
Well, I gotta
Put
get
an
going.
iPod
I
in
gotta
front
get
of the
ready.
children. You're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop off. I gotta get ready for dinner with my parents. So
I think I'm gonna take off as well. My cat is starting to look at me like she might eat me if I don't feed her.
fair enough.
So-
Well, then we'll probably end this since I got the shelves rearranged, and I need to fix whatever this monstrosity is over there.
I don't know what that means, but
Good luck.
It's all disorganized.
there.
it's a mutant mess.
It's off screen. You can't see it. Therefore, it doesn't
No.
matter.
no,
Doesn't
it
exist.
doesn't exist.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. This was a very impromptu thing.
Yeah.
And just wanted to rearrange the shelves and celebrate the million views.
Congrats again. Woo!
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for the invite, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been far too long.
Indeed. Good to see you again. Drop by
Yeah,
the
good to see
pub
you.
sometime, maybe.
Yeah, no, I still have to, drop by and we can talk about Disco Elysium.
Oh man, we could bore the crap out of everybody by talking about Disco Elysium for hours.
It's true.
What is Disco
Yeah.
Elysium?
It's an amazing video game that's
It's
basically
a-
a book.
Absolutely unique video game. It's so good, so weird, but very
Okay.
good.
Well,
Yeah. Cool.
then I will bid everybody adieu. Peace out. Stay magical. Bye.
Peace.